Hello, and welcome to the Intuitive Heart Healer podcast. My name is Valerie McLaughlin, and I am your host, intuitive heart healer, energy artist, and spiritual guide. I hold space with love to help you to connect to your heart center so that you can connect greater to spirit and live a life full of love, joy, and happiness as you are guided by your intuition and higher self, helping you to heal and let go along the way so that you can ascend and become more enlightened. Hello, beautiful beings of light. Thank you for being here with me today. We have a very special message for you today. A message coming from multiple beings. And first message that's coming through is coming from this wonderful woman, the Divine Feminine, Mother Earth. She has a lot going on right now, and our reflection of our being and what's going on is a reflection of also what's going on with her. If you sit quietly and you connect with her, you can feel her vibration, and some of you may have been feeling it really strongly, so strong that you have to kind of allow yourself to rebalance, that you may have this thought that, whoa, was that an earthquake? Was that the earth moving? The earth is constantly moving. She never stops. She never stops moving. She never stops growing. Never stops evolving. She's a reminder of us and what we have to do. And even in those moments where you think that she's mad or she's not evolving or she's not being kind, or maybe we're not being kind to her, she's growing. She's evolving. And she reminds us that, things happen so that we can release things and have new things. You're thinking about it. When a volcano erupts, it spews all this lava out into the land. And it does burn things away. And it does create some quote-unquote disruptions and disasters and whatever you want to call it. She doesn't call it that. She doesn't call that at all, because she knows that it is part of her evolution, that the things that might have burned off and that life that we knew it as this beautiful piece of grass or tree or animal is no longer needed in that form. And their essence and their soul is allowed to expand into a different form, into nothingness, into everything. But that physical part of what they are is actually going back into Mother Earth and creating new miracles and new life. And that's kind of what happens within us when we let things go or when things break down. It allows for new awareness, new life, and new growth. So it's never about her being angry or mad. That is not a state of which she is. Everything that happens within her that vibrates throughout happens for a purpose, happens for a meaning, and happens for evolution. It happens for growth. As you sit quietly on a rock, on the beach, by a river, under a tree, and you feel her vibrations, you'll also be able to listen to what she's saying to you. And you listen through your vibration, through your frequency. That is how you communicate with her, is through the frequency. And through that frequency, you will gain the wisdom and knowledge that you may need. So being present in that moment and just being in a state of who you are. And you will realize there is no time and space when you are in that state of being. And you will begin to feel the expansion starting to happen all around you. And develop that greater connection to your God, your higher self, to the universe, to whatever it is that you believe so strongly for. So she wants you to really take time to be present. Take the time to check in. There is a big shift that is happening. There's a new page that has turned, and that divine feminine energy is going to be coming through even stronger and greater for all of us to connect with. Getting back to our fluidity, getting back to telepathic conversations, not only with each other, but with other frequencies like crystals and birds and the land. Getting back to listening to the land and the universe, with the planets evolving and the stars shifting. If you tune in and you look up at the stars, up at the planets, up at the sun, the moon, and you just be, you allow that conversation in that frequency that happens. You connect to it, you work with it, you evolve and shift with it. However, you do need to be in that present moment, and you need to take that time. Words aren't always necessary. Setting intentions, writing prayers, gratitudes, they are absolutely wonderful. They help shift and raise our vibration. They help us bring in what I want. But sometimes words are not necessary. And just being in those frequencies is what you absolutely need. Being in that frequency of compassion, of love, being in that frequency of the planet Mars, of Mother Earth, of the moon, will allow you to just be and understand and create with that. We are moving into this state of creation. The magic is coming back, and Isis is back with us right now to remind us of the last episode and creating your own magic. The power of creation is coming through even stronger and stronger. We are conscious beings here to create. We are here to create. We are here to make magic. And making magic is taking that butterfly and turning it back into the caterpillar. Making magic is instantaneously watching the flower grow. Instantaneously watching that flower begin to die off and go back into the soil. Creating magic, bringing back alchemy, working with the divine feminine and the sacred geometry and the macabre. And these are all things that are coming back through for us so that we can learn how to recalibrate frequencies into what we want, calibrate ourselves to the frequency of what we want, and allow ourselves to be the magical creators that we are. It's a beautiful time period, and allow yourself to see the beauty, to see the change, to be the visionary, Take the blinders off, break through your box, expand yourself and your vibration, and create what you want as a multi-dimensional, beautiful, loving, light being. Create your own beautiful magic. Well, what a treat we are having today. First, we have the beautiful Mother Earth that comes through with this message of recreate, connecting back to Mother Earth. And in this reconnecting back to Mother Earth, it is not going back to our ancestors and being like our ancestors, but it's going back to that appreciation that our ancestors had for the land, and our appreciation for the food and the plants and all the beings, the respect that the ancestors had. You know, when they killed an animal for food, it was not just about food. What else can they create from this animal? This animal gave its life to provide for them. And what else can we receive from this beautiful creature that provided not only food, but maybe they provided clothing, maybe they provided weapons, maybe they provided a way to eat, and they honored this animal in ceremony. And this is what our remembrance is about, is it remembering the respect that the ancestors had. Not going back and doing everything that they did, but appreciate the land, respect all beings. And it's a beautiful notion. It's like, how can we be in today's world and still have this respect, appreciation? How can we give back to the land that gives so much to us? How can we listen to Mother Earth, to what she's saying? You know, you ever go to buy a house and just sit in the land and talk to the land and ask the land if you are meant to be here, if this is the land for you? It will give you the answers. It will let you know what's going on around it. But you have to take the time to be present, to connect and actually do this. And then to have the beautiful Isis come through again in her beautiful, beautiful message. The message is piggybacking on last podcast when she came through and creating our own magic and being these magical beings and these magical creators. You know, we are so blessed that these beautiful divine feminine are coming back here, connecting with us, to guide us, to remind us of how wonderful we are and how much more potential we have for ourselves and for others. And with that being said, we have another beautiful divine feminine that is wanting to come in here and deliver a message. And I love that these three have shown up today: Mother Earth, Isis, and now Mother Mary, because they are working together and they all bring a very similar message to us, but they all deliver it in a different way. And that is another reminder that we all are different. We are all unique individuals, part of this collective consciousness. We all have a right to be here. We all have a part to play. And I say play in remembering that we are here to have fun, to be happy, to be playful. We don't always have to be so serious. And this message is so for me too, because I do tend to get serious sometimes. And they always remind me that it is okay to play and that playfulness helps us create even more. And that we do not have to be so serious. This is really not serious work. This isn't work. This is fun. This is playfulness. This is exploration. And so, with that being said, because she is very willing and ready to come in, there's another piece to it that she wants to bring to you. So here is the wonderful Mother Mary coming through with a message for you. Kind-hearted beings, we need the remembrance today of remembering compassion. Do you even know what compassion is? Have you felt compassion in your life? Can you connect with that compassion? Compassion and understanding. Part of compassion is accepting yourself, accepting others for where they're at, and understanding that everybody is in their own spot. Compassion is understanding that somebody else's truth may not align with you, but you can be compassionate, understanding for that is the truth of who they are. We all go through life with different truths, and the moment that it is true right now might not be true in this moment right now. But have compassion and understanding of what each person's truth is wherever they are at the moment. And understanding. Just understanding. You may not agree, but you can understand. You can understand where somebody's coming from. Your mom stubs her toe, and you can understand that it hurts her. Maybe it might not have hurt you. Maybe you didn't think that she stubbed her toe that much or that hard. But for her, her truth at that moment is that she stubbed her toe, and her toe really hurts her. And you just need to be in understanding. I understand. Do you need to sit? Can I get you some ice? How can I be of service to you? And that's the other part of this message. How can you be of service? And what does of service mean? People's version of being in service means different things. We all have different things of what that means. And being in service of somebody else is part of that compassion and understanding. Part of asking the questions of, how may I assist you? How can I alleviate some of your pain? How can I assist you? And sometimes it's not about questions. It's about anticipating and knowing. And when you tune into yourself and you tune into the vibrations around you, you do not have to take on people's pain, but you can tune in and say, you know what? Sally is having a really bad day. Let me reach out and talk to her. Oh, I really feel that my mom really could hear my voice today. Tuning into the vibrations and just anticipating and knowing, listening to the vibrations, the frequencies that has the information and knowledge that you need to assist those around and to be in service. And sometimes being in service is just to hold that space so that person can talk about what they're going on, or hold that space with love so that person can be open to receive whatever is coming through, open to just sit in their pain, their suffering, whatever is happening. So be of service to others. Be of service to yourself. No expectations. No, if you do this, that happens. Just be in service for what is needed of you at that moment. Be understanding, be compassionate. Be understanding and be compassionate. Well, such a beautiful, nice message that came from Mother Mary about compassion and understanding and being of service. Kind of sums up everything that we've talked about, or connect everything that we've been talking about today, of being compassionate for Mother Earth and understanding and tuning into her frequency and listening and being of service to Mother Earth. So when you tune into what Mother Earth needs. Oh, I need some extra love. I need the soil to be turned over. I need you not to walk here. When you can tune in there, you can be in service of Mother Earth and be compassionate for everything here on Mother Earth, and really shifting your frequency and being in your frequency, being present so that you can understand what's going around, and honoring yourself and honoring others. And when you can honor yourself and honor others too, it also allows you to be more creative, because you start to see other people's point of view, other people's perspectives, and you may not completely understand it, or you may not agree with it, but maybe you can begin to understand how you could better communicate with somebody by being compassionate, understanding, and accepting of them, and hearing what they're saying, really listening to what they're saying, so that communication channel between the two of you becomes better, and that when you verbally be able to communicate better, you're also shifting that frequency. So then you are also in that state of just like knowing, anticipating. It allows you to grow as individuals, but grow as a whole. If you're not in this state of understanding and compassionate, you're shutting down other people's point of views. And it's not allowing you to be of service. It's not allowing you to find solutions. It's cutting off your creativity. As Isis says, we are creative beings and we are here to create magic. We are create our magic and magic all around. So pay attention, listen, but not just with your ears. Listen with the vibration. So you really begin to tune in. Tune into all the frequencies around you. Tune into your own frequency. And begin to use your telepathic abilities now, because they are here. They are here available to you. This will allow you to become more creative, open up your hearts even more, because you're being respectful and compassionate and being of service. And when you begin to line all these things together, it puts you in a higher vibration. It puts you in a better vortex to pull in things that you want, to create the magic, to instantaneously have those things that you're looking for. Go out and start being more present. Start feeling the vibrations, the frequencies that are coming through, and start tuning in more deeply to your surroundings and to yourself. Be loving and compassionate to each other and to Mother Earth. Be respectful in all that you do. Thank you all for listening today. I am so grateful for all of you. You can check me out at intuitivehearthealer.com or join my Facebook group, Intuitive Heart Healer, where I do daily guidance for you all every day. Until next time, go out and spread some love out into this world. I am sending all my love to all of you. Until next time, bye-bye for now.